Yeah, kid. What it do, people? You know what it is, and you know what it sounds like. NBA, picking with Pop, right here on Pop of his TV. Let's go.
Yeah, great fire.
When the winner chicken, then the money line clicking. Those who do it daily, one-on-one, pop 'em his Cooper Gray got the fire badge lit up. Hit the back line in the air, throwing signals. When the winner chicken, then the money line clicking. Those who do it daily, one-on-one, pop 'em his Cooper Gray got the fire badge lit up. Hit the back lines in the air, throwing signals.
1,000 on the table, 100,000 in the bank account. I'm trying to get rich. Who else in the building? Trying to break the house. What it do, people? Welcome back to another edition of NBA Picking with Pop. I am your host, Popovich. Yeah, kid. That feeling back up in here. One more again. Happy Thursday, guys. You know what I mean? Hump day is gone. It's Thursday and Friday. Be here tomorrow. We got a nice NBA card today. 8 games on the slate. I like a lot of them. And yesterday we're gonna do a quick recap as we always do. Before we can look forward, we gotta look backwards. So yesterday, quick recap was 7 games on the slate, and we went 3 and 4. Technically, when I did give out the picks, Detroit was minus 9.5 or 10.5. And then Cunningham was a late scratch, so the spread went down to 7.5, and they won by 8. We're taking that win. I'm sorry. We're going to eat some W's. Wins is hard to come by, especially when shit be a little scripted and rigged. Even though still with that win, it still wasn't a winning day. We gave out 4 locks. We went 2-2. We dropped the play of the day, taking Sacramento Kings. I don't know why. Ironically, JaY had the Toronto Raptors as the play of the day. I'm not a premium subscriber to his picks, so I don't know who's the play of the day until the next day. Ironically, he had the other team, but he had a winning day. He went 5-2, or technically he went 6-1 because of the same thing with the Detroit Pistons. Charlotte was a lock. They got blown out. Sacramento was the play of the day. They lost outright. They didn't get blown out. They actually was winning late in the game, late third quarter, and then in the fourth quarter, Toronto pulled it on. I thought it was a good spot for Sacramento. I know they are not one of the best teams in the NBA. Had a little small spurt when they looked like they was gonna play better or start to have some rhythm and some synergy. And I guess the insanity run is over, Jay, because it's back to their losing ways. Who else? We had Atlanta. We faded Memphis coming off that that road trip to Germany and wherever else they was at. My Knicks pulled it out for us, and that's basically it. So I reckon now, as it stands today, my NBA record in total is we are now 344 and 306, still above 500. As far as the play of the day, we 39 and 51. I'm still trying to do better. And as far as the locks, we 153 and 154 and 1. Let me just say this real quick, because I seen JaY's show, or at least some of it, and then I had to do my own show. But I do want to piggyback off what he said. Coming off a winning day, when you still see the negative comments, I don't really get that, because a lot of people don't really rock with the channel yet. I am starting to see the views jump to like 20, 22, 25 for the NBA video Picking with Pop, and I appreciate that. All I'm asking is that you hit the like button, and I can take it. Trust me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what is it? Guardians of the Galaxy, or was that the End Game, or Infinity War? Stark's like, I'm gonna blast him, and he like, I can take it, and then Mantis was like, no, he can't take it. No, I can take it. And meaning just the criticism. Like, I'm not a professional, and I'm also not asking you to buy a package. So maybe that's what it could be too, Jay. It's like, yeah, you having some bad days, and then you still want niggas to go in their pocket, you know what I mean, and come out with some money and pay for the picks. And niggas like, nah, it's not hitting. But I get it, though. It could be annoying. Positive vibes is better. So just be a little mindful of when you jumping on somebody's page and all that. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, with that being said, let's jump into today's NBA action. First game up, we got the Charlotte Hornets out on the road at Orlando. And I like Charlotte getting 5.5. I like Charlotte. I like Charlotte. I had them yesterday as a lock. They didn't cover. They got to travel obviously from Charlotte to Orlando. Hold on, I think I misspoke too because I don't think the spread is 5.5. I think it's actually 3.5. Let me see. It's 3.5. Let me take a screenshot of where I get my picks from, my spreads from, and that would be the CBS Sports app. Franz Wagner is out. Suggs is still out. So maybe that's why the spread is a little low. Charlotte is a young team, so I'm going to roll with Charlotte. I think they can win outright today. I'm going to take them back-to-back days, and I think they can win. Or keep it close, at least keep it close. So I'm going to roll with Charlotte. Orlando, when they got to cover the point spread this year anyway, even at home, they haven't been the best of ATS teams at home when it's covering the spread. Let's just be clear, right? So I'm going to roll with Charlotte. Had a bad shooting night. When I'm talking about, like, listen, just fucking go get 2 points, my guy. Like, you shooting 53s and you only making 6. After a while, I know that's your identity, but you have to say, damn, if we just go get 2, yeah, 4 points equal up real quick if you can score. Because Cleveland also was letting them fly. And everybody is not Steph Curry. Like, he changed the game so much. Everybody think they just a 3-point specialist, and you're not. Just go get 2. Play defense, go get another 2. That's 4. Play defense, get another 2. That's 6. Before you know it, them runs will add up. But I mean, like, they shot damn near 63s, and I'm exaggerating, and they only hit 2. Like, fucking guys can't shoot at all. But tonight, watch they rain down and set a record or some shit. I like Charlotte tonight. Next game up, we got the Houston Rockets out on the road at Philly. Houston giving 2.5, and that spread is like, I don't know about that. I like Philly. Philly is comfortable at home. They've been home for a little minute. They did stumble with their last game, losing to the Phoenix Suns, but this is going to be their 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th game in a row with the Knicks on Saturday. So same gym, same bed, nice cooked food at home. You're seeing your family. All that plays a factor into it, I believe, as opposed to being on the road. When you go back and look at the history of these two teams, I think Houston has won the last 2 games by 7. And then prior to that, Philly has won the last 3 or 4 games. I think Philly can win after losing at home. First game of the season for these two teams. The spread just look a little shaky, a little nervous, a little shaky, a little nervous for me. So I'm going to take Philly. I like Philly in that one. Next game up, we got the Denver Nuggets out on the road at the Washington Wizards. Wizards is getting 6. And I like the Wizards. Not saying they're going to win, but I like the Wizards. We just seen these two teams play not too long ago. 5 days ago or Saturday, the 17th. And Denver was given, what they was given? 10.5, won the game by 6. But if you go back and you go in the archives, even with Joker, even when they have their best team, Washington is still competitive against them. And I don't see nothing changing tonight. I see Denver winning money line, which is 250, minus 250. 89% is on them. But I like Washington with that 6.5. I think they keep it close again. That's just me. I ain't really rushing to the window to bet on this game. It's not a lock. It's not a lock. But I see Washington playing strong. Next game up, we got the Golden State Warriors out on the road at the Dallas Mavericks. Mavericks coming off beating my New York Knicks, right? Beating the New York Knicks. Beating the Knicks and beating Utah Jazz twice. So they on a 3-game winning streak. They looking good. And And now they're about to play the Golden State Warriors, who they've played already before. They lost by 10, and they lost by, hold on. Well, they only played them twice. They only played them once. I thought it was twice. Thought it was twice. They lost 126 to 116. Warriors coming off obviously losing to the Toronto Raptors without Jimmy Butler. He's gone. He's out of here for the season. Warriors is given 6.5. And I like the Warriors. I like the Warriors to bounce back. Lost that first game without Jimmy Butler, so y'all know what that means. That means they win tonight. That means they win tonight. Dallas on a good win streak. Why are they giving them 6.5? And that's because one team is 18-26 and the other team is 25-20. One team got Steph, even though Clay's playing better. I see Warriors coming in and putting foot to ass and getting a 8 to 10, 11 point victory over the Dallas Mavericks, and they kind of come back down to earth tonight. Next game up, we got the Chicago Bulls out on the road at Minnesota. Minnesota is given 9.5. And we've seen these two teams play already as well. Minnesota did Hulk smash Chicago at Chicago not too long ago, but I think last month, or maybe it was in November. Yeah, where was it at? Oh, I'm looking for the wrong team. That's why. Timberwolves. Oh, back here. Back in December, on December 29th, they lost. Timberwolves beat them 136-101. Beat them by 35. Now you home, coming off a 3-game losing streak. I think Timberwolves put belt to ass tonight. I know at home they're not really big on covering big spreads, but it's not like it's 13, 12, 14. It's a 10-point victory. I think they can win and beat up on a team who they are head and shoulders better than, even though record-wise, they only 6 games better than, but we know that they better than Chicago. So I like the Timberwolves. Next game up, we got the San Antonio Spurs out on the road at Utah. Utah is getting 13.5. Jeez. And we just seen these two teams play as well not that long ago, basically Monday. And it was at Spurs. Spurs was given 16.5. They won by 13. We had the Jazz in that game. Tonight, I'm taking the Spurs. I think the Spurs coming off that tough victory at Utah. At the Rockets. They should beat the Jazz today. They should beat them, and they should beat them bad. They are head and shoulders better than the Jazz. 15 games better than them. I think they could win by 14, 15. I think they could win. Next game up. This should be a good game tonight. You got the Los Angeles Lakers out on the road at the LA Clippers. Lakers is given 1.5. We've seen these two teams play twice already. Lakers 1-1, Clippers 1-1. But Clippers got the Lakers numbers, guys, and until they show otherwise, I'm going to stick with that trend. The spread is basically telling you I like the Clippers tonight. I think they come out, they beat the Lakers. And a lot of rumblings with Genie Bus and talking about LeBron and, not showing enough gratitude that they drafted Bronny and, woo, and the Lakers was trash. Even in Kobe last years, rest in peace to the Black Mamba, right? Bowling on my mama like, bowling on my mama like Mamba, or whatever my nigga Great Fire said. I can't even think of that line, right? Like, bowling on them like Mamba, or some shit like that. And LeBron came and they got the ring, Whether you call it a cookie cracker ring or an Applejack ring or whatever was in the bubble and all this and all that. Took some months off, or not months, but took like a good month and a half off. Restarted the season. Everybody was healthy. LeBron James, Anthony Davis. They won the ring. They beat Miami, and it is what it is, right? I don't know, but I like Clippers. Trade deadline coming up. We'll see what happens. But I like the Clippers tonight. Last and final game, we got the Miami Heat out on the road at the Portland Trail Blazers. And Portland is giving 2.5. And I think that's basically what we need to know. I'm on the Portland Trail Blazers tonight. I think they can compete, and I think they can win. One game under Miami. Miami is 23-21. Portland is 22-22. They at home. They definitely competing, and they winning some games. They 500, but at home they definitely give the extra speech with vigor. Pass the wine cooler, you big black nigga, like you jingling, baby. They give the speech with vigor at home, and I'm gonna stick to that. Miami, they are all okay team as well. 2 games above 500. Missing some players tonight. Portland got a little laundry list of players that's not going to play tonight as well. But I think they still win the game. With that being said, let's get to the theme music.
Yeah. Great fire.
When I want the chicken, then the money line clicking. Those who do it daily, one-on-one, pop 'em his coupe or gray, got the fire badge lit up. Hit the back line in the air, throwing signals.
All right, guys, here go the locks. Not from Yonkers, but the locks that get you and me the winner chicken dinners. It's 8 games today. We're not going to be that greedy. Got to be real sensitive with the locks. But I do like the games that I'm about to give out. I'm giving out 5. I'm going with Charlotte, going with Philly, going with Golden State, going with Portland. And the play of the day is the Minnesota Timberwolves. I know we took them like 2 days ago, and they didn't cover. Now they on a 3-game losing streak. They should beat up on the Chicago Bulls at home and get back in the win column and cover for us. That's who I like. That's what I'm taking. You can let me know who you like. You can let me know who you taking. All I'm asking that you hit the like button so I can stay in the algorithm. But y'all know who it is. It's your guy, Popovich. Y'all was just tuned in. NBA, picking with Pop right here on Popovich TV. Of course, we are live. We rolling. We are unscripted. We authentic. That feeling back up and here. One more again. Yeah, kid. Let's get some money on this Thursday.